Well, good day again. I'm from the Shaking family on day 475 of our weight loss journey. And it's Friday morning. It's reasonably early still. It's almost 7:30. But yesterday, as I mentioned, the ute was not serviceable for that job, and I would have to report it with the arrow board not working properly, and also the missing signs that were possibly needed on the job. I don't know what would have been needed because I didn't know what the job actually was, and I wouldn't have found out until I got there. So a few phone calls backwards and forth during the morning, and they decided that they would then meet me at the depot, at the client's depot where we had to meet the client, and then go out to the job from there. And they would bring the signage that I was short and possibly need and give it to me there. However, not long after that, I was cancelled from the job. So whether it was because I never had a serviceable ute, which is pretty unfair on them because due to their equipment not being up to standard for the job, I get cancelled and I don't have any income as a result. Or whether it was actually the client that cancelled, I have no idea because they never tell you why you get cancelled from a job. So yeah, this week I've had 2 shifts, which gives me a total of 18 hours. Um, and unless they give me something else for the weekend, that'll be my lot for this week. So yeah, that's not very much pay uh, for next week. As I said, the first week I was with them, I only had $500 odd. The second week was only $700 odd, and I have all this additional expense of the renewal and everything for my ticket. So yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it unless I tell them to shove it, and then I'll start over at another company again. This is already the second one. The first one I waited for almost a month for a ute, which never arrived before I actually resigned. I was working for this company before I resigned from the second one, and I just sent them an email and said, "Look, it's almost a month now that I did the induction for you people, and I was taken on as a ute driver, but no ute has been forthcoming, and I can't understand why that was a situation where you employ somebody when you can't, in a position where you can't supply the equipment for them." So anyway, that was it, and then I took this role on. They supplied the ute really quickly, but unfortunately, once I went through the ute to see what was on there, it took me a good afternoon on a Saturday afternoon to do an audit on there to see what was actually on, what signage and that sort of stuff. And I came up with these signs that were not there, and I have reported it to them prior, and yeah, nothing has been done. My uniform is not right. It's too big for me. I asked for 3XLs. They supplied 4XLs. And when I queried that, they said, "Oh, well, they're waiting for stock." So yeah, the one shirt they gave me was a second old faded rag, really. It's not even compliant because it's just a dull yellow. It's not a fluoro color anymore because it's so used. And I said to them, how can you supply used stuff to a person that's all faded and worn out? So, well, they haven't got stock and they're waiting. So this whole game is just uh, turned from one hurdle into the next hurdle into the next hurdle, and expense into another expense into another expense. And because I was going to work last night, I actually went down to the Super Cheap and I bought a couple of little light bulbs for the inside dome light because they weren't working. And then working at night, you've got to see the controls for the arrow board, which aren't illuminated, so you need some sort of light. So out of my own expense, I went and I bought these 2 bulbs, put them in, so that I could at least see what I was doing in the ute. But yeah, it was all to no avail because I was cancelled after that anyway. So yeah, I'm just over this whole issue. I don't know what to do anymore. Uh, I can't carry on this way because I won't be able to pay rent shortly. I have a little bit in reserve, but not very much from the refunds of those deposits on the car and the caravan. Not so much the car because that was paid into the credit card, which because I paid it from the credit card, so I can't actually use it as payment of rent. But yeah, anyway, I'll just have to see what next week brings. Next week is going to be another short week because we have Anzac Day on Tuesday. So that will mean there will be no opportunity for a night shift on Monday because that would run into Tuesday, which is a public holiday, and they don't like doing that. And there will be no opportunity for a night shift on Tuesday because it is a public holiday, so they won't start it and then go into Wednesday. So my only opportunities for night shift next week would be Wednesday and Thursday night because Friday runs into Saturday and they don't do that either. So unless they give me some day shifts next week again at a lower rate, it's going to be another pointless week next week. So yeah, I don't know what to do because as I say, this job is you only get paid for the hours that you actually work in. So yeah. So with that, I'm not going to go on too much more. The diet, I'll see what happens. We have weigh-in Sunday in 2 days. So we'll see what happens with that. I wouldn't be surprised if I haven't lost anything because just the stress and everything else. I haven't been that keen in following the diet to its maximum potential. And anyway, we'll see what happens with that. So I just want to say thanks for the comments that you people have left, and if you can keep those comments coming. It is a little bit of positivity in our lives at the moment. There's not very much of that. So yeah, at least that's something that we can look forward to, at least. Comments from you people, and if you like to just hit that like button down below. I don't know why you would want to because of a negative channel at the moment. And also subscribers, if you feel that you would rather unsubscribe, I would fully understand that. It's not a nice channel at the moment. It's really negative. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, then just hit the subscribe and the little bell. And if you hit that bell, you'll be notified when I drop videos to YouTube. So with that, I'm just going to say thanks for watching the Shagan family. And apologies for the negativity. And see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.